Okay, so this is a very quick video on the tools that you need. Or in fact, it's actually more about the tools that I am using. You can use any tool. Basically, we just need a charting platform. I use MT4. You can download MT4 from the internet. It's free to use. You just need to make sure the one you download works with your particular broker. Now, let me explain here what you're seeing on the screen. So this is a candle chart. 15 minutes is the time frame. Okay, I'm not going to teach you about how to use MT4. This video is about what I'm using and the tools that I use to do my trading. It's very straightforward. I don't use any particular indicator. I just use visual indicators so that I know the times and the various price points on the chart. Let me explain. So you can see these vertical dotted lines, one on the right hand side here, one on the left hand side here. This represents 1 days of trading. We can see down the bottom, the date is the 18th of April, right? A couple of days ago. Okay, that is Thursday on the 18th of April 2024. Now, these colored boxes just tell me what time zone we are in, what session we are in. So, for example, this blue box is the Asia session. Okay, Asia typically starts from 8 p.m. and ends at 11 p.m. Okay, then you have the New York session. This colored here, this pink color. And New York basically starts from 2 a.m. New York time and finishes 5 a.m. New York time. And then you have the yellow here, which is the New York time session, right? That's typically when I like to trade, which starts at 8 a.m. New York time and finishes 11 a.m. New York time. Whenever I'm talking about time, I'm talking about New York time. So whatever time zone you are in, whether you're in Dubai, whether you're in Australia, New Zealand, you're in Europe somewhere, in Asia, wherever you're in, you need to convert your time into New York, right? I only talk about New York time, okay? You need to work out for yourself when does New York start in your own time zone, right? So when in your time zone is it 8 a.m. New York, okay? Now, so that's basically the sessions, right? I'll show you. There'll be a section in the members area where you can download these resources and you can install these on your own MT4. I only use MT4, so I'll only have files for you on MT4. If you're using something else like TradingView, which I'll show you in a moment, then you will need to go to wherever TradingView has downloads for various indicators. Okay, so we've covered the different time zones. I'll talk more about the times to trade, the days to trade in later videos. This video is just about the tools, okay? These little red lines, you can see there's a dotted line here, there's a dashed red line there, and then there's a solid. Where's the solid? I'll just close this in a bit. You can see there's a solid red line here. These are, for me, price points, okay? You can see that these solid lines are always going to be at 0, 0. So, for example, 1.07. 1.08, okay? The dashed ones are going to be at the 50s, right? So that'll be 1.650, right? 1.750. That's what I use them for because they just help me very quickly identify, okay, I can see right here, we're at the 50s, right? And that is 1.0650. This smaller dotted line is what I call the 25s. Okay, that'll be a 25 level. So that is 1.0625. If it's above the 50, that's 1.0675. This red line is 1.06. Okay, so if you think about it, each box here is 25 pips. This is 1.06 up to 1.0625. Okay, this is 1.0625 up to 1.0650. 1.0650 up to 1.0675. And the next red line that'll be above that, if I squeeze this in, this will be 1.07. Okay, so that is a 100 pip box. If you don't know what a pip is, don't worry, we'll talk about that later. That's just the smallest unit of measurement for the movement of any currency pair. So if we look at what we're looking at here is euro, symbols here on the left-hand side up the top, okay, on my chart, you can see euro for this entire week, right? This vertical blue line here denotes the start of the week. So this is Monday, this is Tuesday, this is Wednesday, this is Thursday, this is Friday, right? So this is the current most recent trading week that have just gone by. This is Friday the 19th of April 2024, right? When I'm recording this video, this week has traded. We can see that the euro has been in this 100 pip range. Let me see if I can draw a line there. Let's have a look. I should be able to draw a line. So if I get this line, I'm going to place it here on the red line, right? And that there is 1.06. I've got another line and I'll place it up the top. That there is 1.07. Right, let me see if I can make these lines bigger. Let's see if I can grab it. Here we go. So I'll make this a dark blue, make it thicker, just to show you that we've been in this range all last week, 100 pip range. Let's see if I can grab this line. Okay, can't seem to grab it. Grab it, there we go. So you can see the price, right? Look at the price. Let's move it down. I'll keep it above the red. So the red line's the indicator that's already there. Let me move this one as well. I'll just move it a bit up so you can see. Okay, so we can see we've been in this range between 106 and 107, 100 pip range, all through last week. So that's a lot of consolidation. Okay, so the indicator, I'll just go to these lines now, that I use, is just a visual way for me to quickly identify the price point. I don't really care about the price. I care about where the price is in relation to its 100 pip box. Okay, so I can see here we're at the midpoint. This is at the 50s. Okay, 106.50. So it's halfway of that entire range. Okay, so what else is there? Then there's also, let me zoom in a bit. What's also very important is the previous day high. So if we're looking at last Friday, this is the 19th of April. We've got a line here. That line there is a previous day high. And we can see that because that there is the previous day's high. You can see that the line there over here represents that high point from the previous day. That's important, okay? And I'll tell you why in a moment. And if we look at the low of previous day, that's right there, okay? So this is the Thursday, this is the Friday. On the Friday, this top dotted line represents yesterday's high, which is I've drawn there. And this bottom dotted line represents yesterday's low, okay? They're important areas. Look, it's actually over here. And you'll learn about why they're important, but that's what that represents, okay? So that's this indicator. And let me see if I can draw. Let me see if I can draw. Okay, so that's important. You'll learn why. At the moment, we're just talking about what these visual indicators do for me, okay? So that dotted line there is yesterday's high. The dotted line here is yesterday's low. We can see on Friday, we went down below yesterday's low. Okay, so a lot of short sellers would have entered the market. There are people out there who have orders in the market to sell short when there's a break of the previous day low. Okay, so they are currently trapped. Why are they trapped? Because the market's gone down and immediately gone back up. Okay, so all these folks down here are trapped. Okay, and the market has continued to go up. Okay, and so these folks that have sold short while the market broke yesterday's previous low are currently underwater. Okay, because the market has, if you look at these lows, right, this was near 106, maybe 106.5, 106.10. The market has closed at 106 above 50s, right? So 106.60 maybe, 65. And so these folks who bought down here are more than 25 pips in loss. We know it's more than 25 pips because each one of these boxes here represents a 25 pip range of price. Okay, so they are my key visual indicators, right? I only use them to help me understand where we are at a certain time of day or where we are at a certain price point. Okay, I know if we're trading somewhere around here, well, that's somewhere in the 50s. Okay, that's a midpoint, 100 pip box. If we're down lower, so if I want to buy somewhere down low, right, anywhere in between the price where it's 1.06 or 1.0625 at this particular point on the euro. If I don't care about price, I can simply say I want to buy in this lower end of the price point. And if I'm a seller, I want to sell somewhere up above the 75s, right? This is 50, this is 75, somewhere in this area. Well, I don't care about the price, whether it's 106 or 108 or 109. It's these four boxes that I look at. Okay, this 100 pip box. I want to buy at the low end of that box. So if we go back and I'll squeeze this chart in, I want to buy at the low end of this box. I want to sell at the high end of this box. Okay, look at these price points down here. Each time euros come down to the low end of the box, we've had a nice move up. Okay, so buying at the low end of the box, selling at the high end of the box, a 100 pip box, is the way that I like to trade. You'll learn more about that as we get into some more case studies. Okay, so they are the key visual indicators that I use. Okay, again, I don't use them for anything other than understanding where I'm at in terms of what session am I in right now. So very quickly I can see if on the day price is here, I know I'm in London session. If on the day price is here, I know I'm in the New York session. Okay, if on the day price is in this box, I know we're in between the 25s and the 50s. So I don't care about the actual price, right? I only care about where are we at a certain session in terms of a trading time and price point in terms of where are we in relation to its current 100 pip box. Okay, now let me bring down, if you don't want to use MT4, you can always use Trading View. So this is Trading View. Okay, make sure you can see all of that. You will see ads in Trading View if you don't have a paid version. You get these ads come up, but it's the same thing, right? So I'm on Euro at the moment, and I'm using 15-minute chart. You can see that the charts are very similar. So we've had a move down to the lows and then a move up, okay, near the highs. All of those indicators that I use on MT4, you can get them on TradingView as well. You just got to find them, okay? So you can use TradingView, you can use MT4, or any other charting platform of your choice. What you use for your own charting doesn't change the trading strategy, which we'll get into in some of our case studies, okay? So that's the tools that I'm using. Let me show you. I'll just open up my indicator list, okay? So the weekly period separator indicator, that's the blue vertical line, okay, there, it comes up at the end of Friday, right, start of Monday, okay? And in the resources section of the dashboard area, in the members area, there'll be a resources section. Go there and you'll be able to find these indicators. I sessions, that's these colored boxes that turn on at specific times. Sweet spots, that's these dashed and dotted and solid lines that indicate where you are in terms of price. We're at either 0, the 25, the 50s, or the 75s. The magnificent market price, that's on the left-hand side here. I have this to show me the current price of whatever pair I'm looking at. It just shows it big instead of me having to look at where we are by putting my mouse over a candle. The daily highs and lows, that's these dotted lines that show previous day high, previous day low. This particular one that I'm using is a paid one, so I won't be able to give you that one, but there's plenty of daily high and low indicators that you can install on your computer for MT4. There's plenty out there. The candle closing time, that's this here on the top right hand side. This thing ticks when the market's open. It tells me when the current candle is about to close. If I'm looking at a 15-minute candle, this will tick down from 15 minutes. If I'm looking at a 5-minute candle, this will tick down from 5 minutes down. Okay. Previous day open close that I don't really use, but it's these green lines, I believe. This light green line shows previous day high and close, open and close. And weekly highs and lows, I don't use that either, but it's there, weekly low, weekly high. Okay, so they're the list of indicators. If you search these on the internet, you can find them, you can install them on your MT4. There's plenty of YouTube videos on how to install indicators on MT4. I will also have a link for you to download the indicators that I can provide to you, and you can watch any YouTube video that explains how to install the indicators on MT4. Okay, so hopefully that was helpful. That's all I use. I don't use anything else. I don't use TradingView. I use MT4. All of my trading is done on MT4. It's connected to my broker, and all I use is indicators for is just a visual representation so that I can easily identify what time zone, what session I'm in when I'm looking at the markets, New York, Asia, or London. I typically trade the New York or London sessions. I don't like trading the Asia sessions, depending on the pair, of course. So if I'm trading Euro, then London or New York is the right time to trade that. And the sweet spots indicator I only use just to get a visual indication of where price is in relation to its 100 pip box. Okay, so hopefully that helps you get started. And one of the things I want to point out is the way that I teach. I don't provide these long lessons like how to read charts and what's a pip and how to set targets, how to set your stop loss. I don't have separate lessons for those. The way that I teach is by showing you how I trade, okay? Showing you how I read price action, showing you how I set the targets, showing you how I manage my trade in terms of risk and stop. So in my experience, the way people learn is by showing you exactly how I do it rather than, boring PowerPoint presentations on the rules. You'll get to know the rules and the strategy by me showing you live how I'm trading, and I'll talk through those trades, why I'm entering, where I'm exiting, where I'm protecting capital, my prognosis, my thesis, how I'm setting targets, why that day, why that time, if there's news, what am I thinking about, what am I considering, all those things. So you'll get to know those things as I'm showing you as I'm trading. Okay, so all the videos will be me showing you how I'm entering in trades or what I'm thinking about a particular position. If I haven't entered that position right now, sometimes I'll do a video just to walk you through my thinking process on why I'm interested in that particular opportunity, in that particular pair. Okay, so that's how I teach. All right, and that's how you will get the best out of the material by watching me do live trading. Okay, the live trade case studies. Okay, I'll talk with you now in another video.